quick motion hearing for the YNW Melly murder trial. Melly has replaced his lead attorney David Howard with Jamie Benjamin, who has been licensed in Florida since 1980. So here's Melly's new lead attorney right here, James Benjamin, past president of the Florida Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers, the Voluntary Bar Association of 2000 Criminal Defense Lawyers of the state of Florida, past president of the First Amendment Lawyer Association, the Broward County Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers. He practices criminal defense in both state and federal cases, ranging from drug trafficking, white-collar fraud, and all criminal offenses. He's had his license since 1980, so over 43 years of experience. This guy, I'm sure, is going to pull some tricks, and he's going to do a really good job, if I were to guess, and try to cast doubt. I feel like David Howard did a really good job. This is a big decision for Melly to fire David Howard. I think David Howard was his most confident attorney. I'm a little iffy about that decision, dude. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. Subscribe right now, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Let's go on this video. So one of these guys on here is one of Melly's new lawyers. I believe he got 1 or 2 new lawyers. I'm not sure, but I think the only one in person there is Stewart, prosecutor, and yeah, there's Stewart right there. Oh, there's Melly right there. And the orange jumpsuit. It's so weird to see him not in a suit because I'm used to that, but...
Mr. Demings, can you hear us? Yes, sir. Counsel, you want to state your appearance? And I see Miss Liberty, you're on Zoom.
Yes, Judge, good morning. Jamie Benjamin is on, and so is Daniel Erickson, who will be joining our team.
Counsel, want to state your appearances? Can you hear me?
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniel Erickson. We have not filed our notice of appearance, but we're anticipating we will be doing it very shortly.
This motherfucker top right, Jamie, is the lead attorney, and he's struggling to get off mute right now. I think this might be another new attorney right here.
When would you anticipate if you're going to file an appearance filing one, Counsel?
Sometime early next week.
Yes, Judge, which I know you reviewed, so I didn't receive an objection from the state, and that's what we had reset for, to give her time to review it.
There's nothing you want to add to your motion, correct?
If the state wants to argue, I did have a chance to, because this was not put into order, I did provide Mr. Allison with an email between the state attorney and all of us.
So basically, Melly's team wants to get another deposition of the lead detective Moretti again, but the state is not going to let that happen right here. They're going to be like, fuck no. I highly doubt it's going to happen. I don't know why. Maybe they found a few inconsistencies or more little holes they could poke in his investigation, because that was their whole shtick with him, was he botched the investigation. He threatened people. He was doing stuff a detective probably shouldn't be doing, but...
Already on to testify to the maps, which is exactly what happened in the trial. So I would just like the chance to redepose him on that subject.
At this time, defense has not shown good cause for a second deposition. In the motion, they represented there are 4 areas Detective Moretti testified to. Cell towers, the distance of cell towers.
Oh, so it has to do with him talking about cell towers. I get it now. This was an issue in the trial. They didn't like Detective Moretti talking about anything involving cell towers because he wasn't an expert. He's just a detective. They hated that. They only wanted the FBI agent talking about that, or the other person they brought in for cell phone records. I forgot who it was, but they didn't want him doing it. They're trying to get another deposition of him talking about everything he knows about cell phone records.
Data records interpretation and data that was generated from the health application. As to the cell towers, there is no testimony from Detective Moretti on that issue. As to the distance of the cell tower bands, again, no testimony from Detective Moretti on that issue. That was covered by Brendan Collins of the FBI. There was no interpretation of the cell phone data records done by Detective Moretti. It was just a simple plotting of the points that were in the T-Mobile record, which were already in evidence. And in terms of the health data, that was known to defense counsel since at least February of 2022, that would be relied upon. In addition, Your Honor, I would indicate that in the review of the court file would show that on August 8th of 2019, the state filed the cell phone mapping of those records. That's up in law discovery. They were well on notice of that prior to the 2021 deposition of Detective Moretti. In addition, during the 2021 deposition of Detective Moretti, there was questions asked of Detective Moretti about the cell phone analysis. I have that excerpt for Your Honor to review, if need be. With regards to any additional deposition, again, they have to show good cause, and this was a demand for speedy trial. We're still traveling under that, so at this point, the state would say that it would be inappropriate.
Ah! So she basically just said, fuck no, you're not doing a second deposition. She's saying he didn't even really talk about the cell towers that much. It was only a few little bullet points, I believe she said.
Judge, may I respond?
Sure.
Oh, wait, Melly's lawyer's about to respond.
She didn't, the state attorney themselves didn't bring it to our attention until well after, almost a year after we deposed Detective Moretti. If Mr. Adelstein would show you the email that she sent stating that Moretti was not going to be testifying to these things. And thirdly, my motion, I had actually went to the transcripts of the trial testimony of Detective Moretti writing that motion. So in fact, he did testify. She goes specifically to the distance. It was on the cross-examination. Mr. Adelstein asked him about the distance. He responded totally different than what the FBI had responded. So I believe we have shown good cause.
So they're saying he responded completely differently than what the FBI guy did in cross-examination. Conflicting testimony from their expert witness and their detective, pretty much.
We would like to redepose Detective Moretti specifically on those items set forth in the motion and what he had testified to at the trial.
Thank you. Anything else to discuss? Just talk about it and give me a copy.
Fair.
All right?
The judge just basically said he needs a copy to go over it and the transcripts that happened during testimony, I think.
There's one other issue. I would ask the court to consider setting the trial from October 2nd to the following week, October 9th.
Oh, they're pushing the trial back a week already to October 9th.
Unbeknownst to me, my wife had planned a trip.
Oh, his wife planned a vacation. They're pushing it back. I believe that's just jury selection as well, which is going to take a few weeks if I were to guess. So the real trial probably is going to start in November. Still can't believe we have to do this all over again. Holy shit. I can't believe it.
I just wanted to say hello this morning. Jamie Benjamin, waiting to come in as attorney of record on the case, but we haven't been able to do that yet.
Understood. That's what your colleague indicated, that hopefully next week you'll make some determination whether you're in or out. All right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Judge, would you want me to send you the excerpts from Detective Moretti's testimony regarding?
I try to read everything you tell me, you want me to look at, and if you haven't brought it up yet, you need to send it to the state. I don't know if she's going to want to rebut something that was in there by another people. If you want to send something, you let the state know, and you send copies to everybody.
Now Melly just talks to his lawyer for a few minutes and then nothing really happens that we can hear. Hair's so much longer than I thought it was.
I gave us that movement. First part of November. You guys, with that?
I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure he just said I'm coming home to a family member. Seems confident. Interesting, even though I'm pretty sure it was 11-1 in favor of convicting him at one point. Maybe. Who knows what really happened in the deliberations, but that's what a juror came out and said, you know? That's pretty much it for this quick motion hearing about just giving another deposition of the lead detective Moretti, and they pushed back the trial jury selection a week. So I'll keep covering this. Subscribe right now. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Love you boys. Peace out.